Good morning, everyone, and thanks for joining us today to learn all about unlocking smarter meetings with MAXHUB. My name's Sam, and I'll be your webinar host. If at any point you've got a question, please put it in the Q&A box, and we'll do our best to answer it at the end. We are recording the session today, and you will get a link to the recording following the webinar. So at this point, I'd like to introduce you to your panelists. So I'm joined by my colleague, Alicia Campbell, who'll be providing some background and context about why we're branching into UC and AV technologies, how we see it benefiting our existing partners, and why MAXHUB is the perfect partner to kickstart this new direction. Hi, Alicia.
Good morning.
Also on the call is Guy Reddy from MAXHUB. So he's going to be taking you through the MAXHUB portfolio with a specific focus on MAXHUB's Microsoft Team Rooms solutions, which really do help take your meetings to the next level. So without further ado, I'll hand it over to Alicia.
Thank you. And I've got Guy on the slides today. So next slide, please. So some of you may know Open Reality for being a distributor of cellular, wireless, and network performance technologies. But recently, we have expanded into the world of audio-visual and unified comms. I am responsible for this new division. And for our first partnership, we have chosen to work with MAXHUB. Next slide, please, Guy. We decided to partner with MAXHUB for reasons further than their portfolio, including their huge resource in research and development, which Guy will cover off later, and their direct relationships with Microsoft. I believe their innovative solutions can keep up to date with the market and also be reliable and well priced. Next. Partnering with MAXHUB looks different for everybody. For some of you, it could be Microsoft Teams Rooms configurations in meeting rooms, whilst for others, it could be their all-in-one LED solutions in a university. My point being that their portfolio covers everyone's needs, whether it's a different vertical or not. Their tools and technologies integrate with the Wi-Fi world OR is used to working with, whilst boosting new relationships via companies just like Microsoft. For those of you who may not have had the pleasure with working with Open Reality before, we are a value-add distributor. We only work with two-tier vendors. We work alongside vendors that ensure maximum protected margins. And most importantly, we work alongside you to help in whatever capacity is needed. Whether that be training, marketing, or sales support, no matter the size of your business, we're here to help. Before I hand off to Guy, I just wanted to cover off the importance of meeting room solutions and the ever-growing market. After COVID, next slide, Guy. After COVID, hybrid working changed. Only 30% of businesses in the UK are on site compared to 57% before the pandemic. This has meant a massive increase in hybrid working space solutions, both in and out the office, and businesses need our support and knowledge to help them support their staff. Without further ado, I will hand off to Guy. Thank you.
Thank you, Alicia. Hello, everyone. As Sam mentioned, my name's Guy, so I look after the channel here for MAXHUB in the UK. So just going to give you a little bit of overview as to who we are. We are still relatively new here into the UK market, but the idea around MAXHUB is we are a global leader in integrated communication and display solutions. The idea is that we create a technology hub which gives you guys, end users, resellers, the freedoms to grow into meaningful connections. So that gives you a little bit about who we are and give you a brief history on it and keep it short and sweet. So CVTE is our parent company, which was founded in 2005, 20 years ago. I still think 2005 was about 10 years ago. So yeah, I'm quite old. But so 2005 we was established. And as you can see there, in 2009, our sister company Siwu was formed, and then we expanded into multiple new businesses in 2013. And the idea around MAXHUB was born in 2017. And in 2018, we went global and we entered the UK market in 2021, just after COVID. So we're only continuing to grow. And with the power of CVTE, that's entirely possible and well within the plans this year. So just to give you an idea on the size of the company, we've got nearly 7,000 employees, an average age of around 30. 53% of the employees at MAXHUB CVTE are in the R&D and engineers. This means that a lot of the innovative technologies that you may be familiar with other brands in the market has stemmed from the CVTE MAXHUB family. And we've got a market value of around $7 billion. So outside of the UK, it's a serious beast. And just to give you an idea, 1 in every 3 TVs sold globally uses a MAXHUB TV mainboard. So we account for nearly 30% of the global market share. And where we are, one of the strongest positions is we are the leader in the IFP corporate market. We've been #1 in China now for 7 consecutive years, with nearly 30% of the market share in China for the corporate IFP market, and globally we account for nearly 20% of that as well. So it's really coming into the UK at a time of growth, and certainly from the competition, they're fearing MAXHUB coming in because of what we have to offer. So we do 2 flavors of what you come to know as our X boards, which we'll talk about as we go through these slides. But what we can do is we've got a full Microsoft Teams room solution, be it through X boards, IFP displays, and standard peripheral kits. And then we've got our MAXHUB OS versions of our X boards as well, which we can talk about afterwards if you guys like, but basically gives you the compatible with virtually all teleconference applications such as Zoom, Cisco, WebEx, Microsoft Teams, Google Meet, exact same spec in terms of the MTR, but we'll focus on the MTR stuff for today. So easily upgrade your spaces to the Microsoft Teams rooms. All of the products that we're going to talk about today in the MTR space runs Windows 11. So there's no need to worry about the Windows 10 shutoff, which is looming on October the 14th. So everything we're going to talk about today is future-proofed beyond Windows 11. So this is the Microsoft Teams room. So this is what we offer, and we'll touch in this in more detail soon. So just wanted to talk about as well the partnership that we have with Microsoft. It was originally Microsoft and MAXHUB a few years ago. Microsoft approached MAXHUB with the identification that there was around 90 million meeting rooms worldwide that didn't have a Teams room. This was because the research they'd done found that people thought that having a Teams room was too expensive or it was too complicated. And so Microsoft and MAXHUB got together, and within 7 months, we created our first fully certified MTR product, the X Core Kit, which was aimed to hit a price point so that it wasn't seen as an expensive solution, and you could have any Teams room, huddle space, small meeting room enabled in a full MTR working environment. So why Microsoft Teams room? We do get asked this a lot. Why would you go with a Teams room? So this just gives you an idea here as to why the Microsoft Teams room is the better choice than when it comes to a DIY room. I'm not sure how many of you have seen various meeting rooms over the years. It could just be a HDMI cable hanging out of a display, or a USB webcam that was purchased from Amazon, for example, or it just simply doesn't work, and that's why people haven't used those rooms as effectively as what Microsoft enables you to do. So the idea is with the Teams room is you get to experience intelligent speakers and cameras all integrated with the Teams platform and is enhanced by the AI. So with us, we use MAXHUB AI alongside Microsoft's new AI features, which are only going to grow as we enter the world of AI in a rapid fashion. We get real-time collaboration, enabling instant content sharing and co-editing through integration with Microsoft 365. And one of the big things that we talk about here at MAXHUB is the security and privacy levels that meet any needs of an organization. Normally, large corporate environments have tick boxes, GDPR, that they need to tick for security and privacy. And with the Microsoft Teams rooms, these are all completely certified and completely checked. So security for us is a really big thing here at MAXHUB, and it's part of the reason we wanted to partner with Microsoft, because we see the benefits of working together with them as one of the most secure platforms there is. So the MTR solutions that we can offer, we've got the signature Microsoft Teams rooms. This is something that Microsoft mainly focus on and push themselves. But certainly for us here in the UK, small conference rooms, medium conference rooms, large conference rooms, huddle and open space. The idea at MAXHUB is that with any corporate environment, in any corporate office room, meeting room, boardroom, collab room, MAXHUB has a solution that we can offer. be it as big or as small as you want to go with. We will have a product that will do what you need it to do in a corporate environment. So the large room, for example, we're aiming this design for up to 20 attendees. We can go as big with our all-in-one LED walls. We can go up to 220 inch on those ones, for example. We can also do dual display, courtesy of the X-Core Kit Pro that you see at the bottom there. So it really is just about growing out the meeting room to as large and as small as you want. We do also work with third-party vendors such as Sennheiser, QSC, Hudley, and other peripherals as well to enhance the meeting room further. Again, these are all MTR certified devices, which means that they'll all work together because they've all been certified by Microsoft. When it comes to the medium meeting rooms, this is where we see ourselves being the strongest in here. So designed for 8 to 12 attendees. Again, looking at the X-Core Kit Pro with a dual display, or you can even go with one of the larger 21x9s in here. Again, completely depending on the budget that your reseller, your end user will have. The idea is that you can make this room a complete MTR certified meeting room just by using these peripherals that you see here. And the small rooms, this is where we first came into the market with the X-Core kit back in 2024, at the start of 2024, should I say. This is what kind of got us on the map with Microsoft and the MTR device. Again, this is where that Microsoft had identified, as I mentioned, that lack of an MTR room. And this is where the X-Core kit really took people's eye, and it really sort of took off in a big way for MAXHUB around the globe and here in the UK. The idea that any small meeting room, if we go into this one as well, any huddle room, as you see here, could be an MTR certified system rather than your medium and large or boardrooms or specialist rooms. The MTR solution could be fitted out across any corporate environment. And this is where we saw the benefit of the MTR space and the small X-Core kit really coming into its own. We added the X-Core Pro kit, which enabled us to then go into the medium to larger meeting rooms. And the open space is something that over the last few months we've seen absolutely take off as well. Following on from ISE, the launch of our MTR X boards here, the V7 series, has really got people's attention. And the idea is that these can either be wall mounted, these can be for huddle spaces, small, medium, large, but also as well, because they're an all-in-one display with the built-in Trident camera system, 15-meter mic pickup and interactive part, you can simply put these on a trolley and have them in any open space. You only need to power these as they work with Wi-Fi. So in theory, once there's power going to the display, you have a full mobile MTR solution. And we've seen these become more and more popular since we've launched them at ISE. We do have demos available of these, as do Open Reality as well. So once people see and experience the X boards, they understand it and get it, and 9 times out of 10, they want one. So it's definitely something worth looking at, and it's something, like I said, we're seeing a huge uptake in these products. So we'll just cover off some of the product portfolio that we can do. Obviously, we've touched on quite a few already with the X-Core kit and the X boards, but there is more to MAXHUB than just those products. As I said, we can do a complete full corporate solution to enhance the office experience. So we'll start with the X-Core kit, which is what we've touched on already. But again, a full Windows 11 running i3 processor in there to give you a small, powerful, compact little unit. These are bundled with the TCP20 Teams Room Touch Console. It's a little 10-inch touchscreen. And the idea is you've got direct HDMI ingest for a BYOD solution, and you've got built-in USB ports for easy connections, such as audio or further AV peripherals. So auto wake up as soon as you walk into the room, the tablet will detect that you're there, and it will fire up your MTR solution. Again, this was the product that put MAXHUB on the map with Microsoft at the start of 2024, and for us has been the foothold in into the UK market. So in Q3 last year, we launched the X-Core Kit Pro. So this is essentially taking the basics of the core kit and adding those other features that we were seen to be used in the medium to larger meeting room spaces. So dual HDMI support for dual display, There's actually a third HDMI port output on the Pro Kit as well. This is for when Microsoft enables that down the line, that it's already going to be there, future-proofed, ready to go. This is because Zoom can enable 3 HDMI ports at the moment, we believe. So Microsoft are working on enabling that third one. So that's there ready to go when Microsoft are going to enable it. Again, Windows 11, we have a more powerful processor here with the i5 processor, slightly larger display. And again, we've also got MAXHUB Share built into this Pro Kit as well, which will enable our wireless dongles to connect directly to this for a full BYOM solution. The tablet itself is powered by Cat5, Cat6 cables, which can be fed back to the Pro Kit. This enables you to have a longer length of run, and there's also the support for an additional tablet there, so you can have up to 2 of these on the table at once, one at the front, one at the back, or wherever it wants. There is a wall mount coming out for these as well, so you can have one on the wall and one on the table. These are some of the products that we first launched with the X-Core Pro, so the UC-S07 video bar. This is a simple all-in-one Teams Room certified 4K video bar. This can come bundled with the X-Core kit, which we call the VB kit. Pricing and availability is Alicia can answer those questions on that. We've got the P30, the PTZ camera. This came out the same time the Pro Kit did to really get us into those medium to larger meeting room spaces. Again, you can have 2 of these connected to your Pro Kit, one at the front and one at the back for presentation and crowd view. As well, with Microsoft's new dual camera system in Teams, the users sitting at the other end of the Teams call will be able to choose which camera they want to see. We've also got the UCW31, which is just a small 4K USB camera, USB-C powered, USB-A as well. This is just a small little peripheral, really designed for the kind of huddle spaces in that environment. So we've got 2 types of speakerphone as well. We've got our BM35, which can be wireless, although we do say to recommend always have it plugged in, but it does have a 12-hour battery life on it if people did want to move it around the room or use it as a wireless speaker. And then we've got our slightly more powerful BM45, which takes all the features of the BM35 but kind of dials them up ever so slightly. So it also gives you the capability of daisy chaining the BM45s. You can have up to 6 of them daisy chain just using Cat5 cable. This is a further way to, depending on the size of the room, you can go big, you can go even bigger. You can just have these daisy chain through the tables. And as you can see there, our wireless dongle at the bottom, the WT13M. This is a significantly more cost-effective solution versus the barcode click share. In that sense, all of our products, MAXHUB displays, have MAXHUB share as a standard, so our dongles can be paired directly to our displays, which you can see here. So we've got 3 flavors of main display. So we've got, of course, our Xboard V7 series, which is our flagship panel. We've got the ultra wide series here, 2 variants, 92 and 105 inch, mainly designed for the Teams Room viewers. You do have the option to have an available OPS slot there as well. And then we've got our commercial display range, which from 43 inch up to 98 inch covers off most meeting room applications. Again, this is where you compare these with the Pro kits to do the dual displays. You can go over the 21:9s, or you can simply go for the all-in-one export. So this gives your customers, this gives your end users multiple ways to do a meeting room in whichever cost-effective, if they're budget-driven, if it's they want an all-out, all-singing room, you've got multiple options here to kit out any meeting room environment. Just to touch on the Xboard a bit more, so we've got built-in 16 microphone array. This will do up to 15 meters. We've tested it up to 12. We haven't actually had a room big enough to do 15 meters yet, but we've had it at 12 meters and it's comfortably worked. So seeing and trying and experiencing these displays is definitely something that we recommend and we encourage everyone to do. Like I say, we've got demo stock, Open Reality have got demo stock. So it's something that we can definitely look to get in front of you guys and show the products. So This is just touching on the Microsoft certified versions of our products. So the screen on the right there that you can see is a 21:9 version of the V7. This is going to be the first MTR certified 21:9 device of its kind, which is currently going through Microsoft certification now. And we're hoping that by the end of the month, we're going to have the tick on that everything's okay. So we've currently got two flavors of MTR certified display, which is the 65-inch and 86-inch 16:9 that you can see there on the left. We've got 55 and the 75-inch versions of these displays currently being certified by Microsoft, as I mentioned, alongside the 92-inch as well. So by the end of this month, going into May, we'll have one of the strongest and most comprehensive lineups of fully Microsoft certified displays. It's also worth noting that these are the only Microsoft certified displays running a full Windows solution outside of their own Surface Hub. So a lot of the competition, a lot of the competitors run an Android based version of these displays. We are the only true Windows based solution on the market that's outside of the Surface Hub. So priced against the Surface Hubs, it's 3 for 1. You get 3 of the MAXHUB displays versus 1 of the Surface Hubs. So it's definitely got people talking. We won best on show at ISE for these products as well. So the AV industry has definitely taken heed and taken note of these displays, and they are an incredibly overpowered, overclocked machine. So definitely one of the most exciting products I've seen in all my time in AV. We're nearly 15 years now in AV. It's definitely one of the most exciting displays I've certainly used. So MAXHUB Share, as I touched on just a minute ago. So it's effectively, it's how it suggests. So with MAXHUB Share, you can use the app we've got. You can use the dongle. Now, if you use the dongle and the app, you get a full BYOM solution. However, we can also do on our standard export with the MAXHUB OS, AirPlay, Miracast, and Chromecast as well. So the idea is with these all-in-one displays, once they go into a meeting room, there's no one real way that you could connect to these displays. I would be more concerned if someone walked in with a laptop and couldn't actually connect to them, because there are so many ways to do this. We do also have a helpful guide on the Xboard as well. If we just swipe right on the home display that you see there, it takes you through how to set up on AirPlay, Miracast, Chromecast using the dongle and using MAXHUB Share. So step-by-step guides for people wanting to know how to connect to it. But as I said, MAXHUB Share with the dongle is available on the Xboard, on our commercial display, on our 21:9 models. So it enables you to plug the dongles straight into those displays. We can also do, as we touched on, a BYOM solutions. So we've got various ways we can do this. Again, from your customer's point of view, it can be as cost effective or it can be as all singing and all dancing as they want. So we can go from anything from simple display based, so using a CMA display, one of our commercial displays, with a simple passive video bar, so the UC SO7 video bar, creates a real cost effective BYOM solution there. We do also offer a wireless box if people don't want to replace the displays that they've got in the meeting room. So this is kind of effectively like a little barcode ClickShare equivalent there. So we have got this that option as well. Again, that sits just behind the display and is fed into the display via HDMI. We've got the UC-S15 video bar. This is our intelligent video bar. So the dongles compare directly to the video bar to give you a full BYOM solution. Again, if they don't want to replace the display, you've already got the BYOM solution there as well. And then, of course, we've got our LED-based solutions. So using our Raptor series of all-in-one LED, anything from 120-inch to 220-inch, you can create a full BYOM solution. Again, the dongles will pair with the LEDs, with the LED wall, as well as the UC-S15 video bars. So it really does give you a comprehensive and fully enhanced meeting room solution. And how to control it all. So we use a system called Pivot. So this is a unified management solution program. This is a completely free piece of software. We do a premium version of it, but it simply just adds more user points, sorry, to the pivot display. But 9 times out of 10, the standard pivot solution is going to be more than fine. So just to give you guys an idea of what it can do, so you can monitor devices and failure alerts. You can diagnose and troubleshoot what the issues are. You can also as well, you can deploy multiple screens, multiple peripherals in bulk, and it also enables you to do firmware updates remotely as well. So it gives your IT guys, it gives your people looking after your, I suppose, your solution, your products, complete control over what they're doing. Are they on? Are they off? Do they need an update? Do they need any troubleshooting issues? You can dial into these displays as well using Pivot and take over the displays as well. So it's also worth noting that all of the MAXHUB devices will work on Pivot. So anything from your X cores right down to the cameras, LED walls, displays, all of them are compatible on the Pivot system. So you can see your entire MAXHUB ecosystem on this Pivot platform. And this is just an example of how we would deploy Pivot. So you've got your HQ office there, where the IT, you say your IT team are, and they can monitor the Birmingham, Manchester, and Edinburgh branches of the products. If someone's saying they're having issues trying to log into it, or they're having issues that it's not working, they can go in from London HQ or wherever they are in the business, and they're able to see what's wrong. Does it just need a simple firmware update? Is it switched on or what? So it gives the IT users complete control over the system. So we're seeing more and more people start to take up the Pivot platform. And as the year goes on, we're only going to expand to it and add more features. So these are some of the partners that we partner with. We do get this question a lot. So we do partner with the likes of Extron and Crestron, QSys, just to name a few of them. So platform integration, we've got obviously Teams and Zoom. So we've also worked with audio systems, Sennheiser, Rava, and Shure, for example, if you want to build on that meeting room experience. But we do work with a load of third-party vendors. This is only going to grow as we grow here in the UK as well. So it's not just tying you in with MAXHUB. Essentially, if you guys are using Crestron systems, AMX, Extron, then we do work across the board with those products as well. And this is just to give you an idea of some of the end users and some of the people that we've worked with in previously and still are in terms of new rollout and new projects. So Audi, Mercedes-Benz, for example, JD.com are a big MAXHUB user. So we've also worked with the likes of Puma and Disney, and this is all from around the world. So this isn't just solely in the UK. So one of the things that's nice about MAXHUB is we are, as I mentioned, we are a global brand. We operate in over 174 countries worldwide, with multiple factories throughout the world. So we can enable stock, we can enable the same experience if it's here in the UK. If your customers have got offices in Dubai, for example, or India, or wherever it is, they'll get the same MAXHUB experience they do in the UK as they do around the rest of the world. So if end users or resellers do have multiple offices that are worldwide, then the MAXHUB solution will work regardless of what country you're in. And it just shows you as well some of the awards that we've won as well. And what we can add to this was this year for ISE 2025 Best on Show was the MAXHUB Xboard MTR solution, which beat out the likes of some strong competition. So we were very proud to receive that award. But I'll hand back over to Alicia. I hope you guys have found that quick overview and introduction there educational and insightful. As I mentioned, we do have demo product of this. We've also got the X-Core kits, X-Core Pros available as well. I've got them with myself here, so I can put them in the car, come show you guys the product, get hands-on with it. Happy to leave the products with you guys for a week or so to test and try. But yeah, I'll hand over back to Alicia. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Guy. You just stole my thunder there. What I was going to say is for any future opportunities, etc., as Guy just mentioned, we do have all of the stock also in our office. So you have an end user that would like to come and see the MAXHUB kit in action, what we've done is transformed our office into an immersion centre. So in each meeting room, you'll be able to see a different setup of the kit and how you can make it work dependent on the size and the configuration you need. Also, you are able to come to me for a quote. I'm happy to offer some indicative pricing just so you can see where MAXHUB sits. Or if you do have any opportunities you'd like pricing on, we can do that. MAXHUB do also offer support on larger deals. So please just get in touch with me. And finally, follow-up meetings. I am new to Open Reality. I do recognise some faces on here, but others I don't. So please get in touch. I'd love to have a one-on-one, kind of find out a little bit more about you guys and what you do, and just see where we can help expand your business on the MAXHUB range. I'll pass over to Sam now, but thank you so much for joining, guys.
Perfect, thank you both. So before we just dive into Q&A, we do have a prize draw to do. So as we promised, one attendee is going to win a UC SO7 bar, and I'm pleased to announce that person is Lee Denton. So Lee will be in touch and get that sent out to you. So congratulations. I hope you put it to good use. So if you've got any questions, you've still got a chance to quickly put that in the chat. So first one is, what's the warranty on the products?
So all of the MAXHUB products that we discussed today come with a 3-year on-site warranty. The displays are all rated for 24/7. So if there's any issues with the displays at all, or the products that we discussed today, within 48 hours you should end up having a brand new unit.
What's the largest screen size that you can do? I think you might have touched on that earlier. It's one of the LEDs, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
so with LED, we can go up to 220-inch as an all-in-one. We do a traditional LED panels as well, so we can go up to as big as you want in theory, but a set size is 220-inch for LED, and as a traditional commercial display, we go up to 105, which is the 21:9.
Is there a limit on the number of devices that Pivot can support?
Nope, there's no limit, so you can have as many MAXHUB products sitting on Pivot as you like. We don't limit the experience with the free or premium software, so you're free to have as many MAXHUB products as you like on it.
Great, thank you. And the difference between the free and the premium version is just the number of admin users you can have. Is that right?
Correct, yes. So with the premium version, I believe it gives you 5 admin users, and with the standard version, you have the 1.
What evaluation kit can we provide on site with technical support?
So
sorry, go on.
So in terms of kit, we can do anything from the Xboard displays, the X-Core kits, the Microsoft Teams kits that we discussed today. It's pretty much what I can and can't fit into the back of my car, really. So we've got myself here in the UK and Tim, my colleague, who is a lot more techie than I am. But certainly with the guys at Open Reality as well, I know they're all incredibly clued up on the product as well. So we can come to where you guys need us to be.
Is NFR kit available?
Yes, so on various occasions and various applications, we can offer an NFR price. That is just registered through Open Reality and Alicia, which will then come through to us, and then hopefully we can register off NFR pricing.
Just to follow that up, we've got the obviously our web address and our email address there. Alicia will probably get in touch with all of you after the meeting, the webinar today, just in case there's anything else that you need from us. I think we've come to the end of the questions, so unless anybody's got anything else they'd like to quickly ask, we can wrap up. So Guy and Alicia, thank you very much for your presentations and taking us through that portfolio there. Thank you everybody for attending. As we mentioned at the start, you will get a copy of the recording of this session shortly, and Alicia will be in touch to see if there's anything else Open Reality or MAXHUB can help you with. So thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. Have a good day.
Thank you, everyone.